fucking, I just love this match. Sorry, Pasty, I love this match.
I can't wait to check it out.
You should.
Oh, I will.
Following that, the only kind of title or gimmick match of night 2, we have seen Sonata, and it's kind of a gimmick match because these are two tag team partners against each other.
Yeah.
Sonata defeated Evil, and Pasty, who did Evil have with him? It, of course, is your favorite Chinese takeout order.
Dick to go.
Yes!
I'm so glad you let me say that, because I've been, itching to say it since I first read it.
I know you fucking love it.
I want to say it. I'm going to cut him off. I'm going to cut him off so I can say it.
Oh, no, I tee you up every time for that one, baby. How much did you watch any of Night 2? I don't think.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to step on you
here. I feel
bad.
But... I'm a heel tonight. Night 1, the beginning put me off so much that I just didn't.
So first of all, this was a great match. I'm going to preface it by saying that. Then I'm going to get into my review, Pasty. They had the unfair draw following Takagi versus Cobb. But this match just didn't quite reach the level of intensity that I expected from a battle of these two long-term tag team partners battling on the WrestleMania of New Japan. I expected more, but again, that couldn't have been on me. It wasn't bad at all. Not at all. But it just didn't feel as big and as special as I expected. And that very well might be due to the fact that I had just watched the Takagi Cobb match. And maybe if I watched this at, first and then watched a couple of the other matches and then watched that one, this might seem a lot better. Great match. I recommend anybody watching this match. I loved it. Good psychology. It just, to me, they were just short of giving me the classic I thought I was finna get out of it.
Well, hopefully there's a part 2.
I have a feeling there will be.
And then we had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match, seeing Hiromu Takahashi defeat Taiji Ishimori.
This, fun fact, Pasty, this is actually the highest on the card that an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match has ever been on a Wrestle Kingdom card. And it's also the longest IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match in Wrestle Kingdom history. Great match, start to finish. Obviously, not as good to me as a never openweight championship match, but that is certainly debatable. Honestly, any of these last few matches could main event a normal card. You know what I mean? Any of them could be a main event of another card. It just so happens, and this is actually probably why I don't like the fact that Wrestle Kingdom does 2 nights, because Wrestle Kingdom Night 1 just seems like filler to Night 2. Night 2 has all these great fucking matches. Night 1 could be a special event on its own or other shit. It just, I don't know. It's pointless. It's like the 17-hour WrestleMania. It's pointless. It makes
the fact
shit
of the
not as
matter
good.
is and they do almost every Wrestle Kingdom have multiple men wrestling matches on both nights. Maybe they could do better if they had it spaced out a week.
They could do better. I think 100% they could do better if they did that. I think so.
I mean, they do get the tip of the hat. I mean, WWE 90% of the time, no, 99.9% of the time, because 2020 was the first time they didn't shove an 8-hour WrestleMania down our throats in one day.
Right.
But so I got to give them credit where credit's due. At least they split it up over 2 nights. But I think a week difference would be better.
I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Then we had the main event Kota Ibushi retained the title he won last night from Switchblade Jay White, keeping it out of the hands of the Bullet Club. This was a really good back and forth main event. I don't know if it's bias on my part or what, but it seemed to me like Kota Ibushi kind of carried the match and Jay White was there.
I feel like Jay White's always just there.
But, he does do a good job of, like, he could be a good second, a good manager, a good outside guy. He was doing a lot of the fuck you, and, he was really animated. And I give him credit for that. But I just really feel like Ibushi does the work, and Jay White underscores things with the verbals, which is fine. He gets him in a submission. Give up, and he's very verbal and loud. But I think for the position he's in, following people who have been in his same position, he doesn't measure up, I don't feel.
No, he's the least effective leader of the Bullet Club. If you could even call him that, I don't know. Is he?
For sure. I mean, it's like, I don't know. The original Bullet Club members would tell you there was no leader, and it was just all of them. And then things started getting goofy towards AJ Styles and Kenny Omega and whatever. Good. Actually, this is a very, very, very good match. Where would I put it in terms of the rest of them? I'd put it above Sonata Evil. I'd put it below Jeff Cobb Tagaki. So I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
And wasn't the culmination of this match Jay White saying he's leaving the company?
No.
Yeah.
So, best match for me of this night, obviously you didn't watch it. I'm going with the Never Openweight. I thought that was just fucking awesome. I think that was probably the best match of the two nights. I'm super over on it. Whatever. Whatever anybody else thinks. For night 2, I gave it an A grade. Again, I only watched 4 matches, but all four of those matches could be the best match on any other pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Which I get, it tends to be the style with New Japan Wrestle Kingdom, isn't it? They'll give you like 7 fucking main events in 2 nights, and then they'll give you 3 months of, they're good.
Yep.
Lately, at least.
Well, they save it for the best shows. It makes sense.
Yeah, actually, it does. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
for
appreciate
me,
that I don't have a weekly television show I got to keep up with.
That does help, doesn't it?
Yes.
So for me, at least tentatively, a final grade for both nights, because we're going to call this one night like we did last year. Am I correct, Pasty?
Yep.
Okay. Since I gave an A to this night and a B to last night, I'm going to give it a B plus as opposed to an A minus, because I should have wanted to watch all the matches and I didn't.
Yeah.
That's where I'm
fair.
going with that. All tentative. These will change over time, I'm sure. Or maybe not, but whatever.
Ooh. I hope you're ready for the main course, Fat Mac. Because it's time to snap into the Savage Sentinel.
Pasty, I haven't had this much for a Sentinel in months. I've been on a diet, and I've been having these low-cal Sentinels, these shortage Sentinels I haven't really filled up on. I don't know if I can take all of this. Yeah, I know. There's a joke in there.
Yes. The International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, IPWHF, announced they would hold their first ever induction ceremony at the Desmond Hotel on August 28th, 2021 in Albany, New York, once the pandemic subsides. Yeah, we'll see if August is that. The IPWHF will be looking for a physical location. That's cool. I'm really excited that a Hall of Fame that's not WWE is actually getting some legs to stand on. I like that. The inaugural induction ceremony will include 24 wrestlers: Andre the Giant, Antonio Inoki, Bruno Sammartino, Buddy Rogers, Danny Hodge, Ed Strangler Lewis, Evan Strangler Lewis, Frank Gotch, George Hackenschmidt.
There's a couple of them Strangler Lewis's, buddy.
I'm like, what? Okay. Giant Baba, Great Gama, Luthez, Martin Farmer Burns, Mil Mascaras, Paul Pons, Ric Flair, Ricky Dozen, Satoru Sayama, Stanislas Zabisco, Tatsumi Fujinami, Terry Funk, William Muldoon, Yusuf Ismaili, and of course, Hulk Hogan. Fuck.
I think it's awesome that this is going to be an international Hall of Fame, especially. Yeah. So it's not just American. I mean, there's people from all walks of pro wrestling in here. This is really cool. I'd like to visit this someday when it becomes
Mr.
an
T,
actual.
Though, what the fuck?
It isn't a WWE Hall of Fame. His mama isn't there. But, of course, they have people like Danny Hodge that everybody knows, I'm sure, who's a pro wrestling fan, right, Pasty?
Yep.
Yeah, Andre the Giant took the biggest shits. He used to have to, when he'd stay in hotels, he had to either poop in the toilet or he'd poop on the, he'd poop in a bed sheet and wrap it up and just set it out there because he could not sit on a toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine he'd have to have a rather large throne.
It'd be rough. Of course, you got folks like Mil Mascaras, who is one of the biggest Hispanic stars. Ricky Dozan, who was a huge, both literally and figuratively, Pasty Pazao, sumo wrestler before he got into pro wrestling. Very legitimate. And Hulk Hogan, who none of us would be talking about pro wrestling today if it wasn't for him.
Yeah. Even though he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean,
I'll tell you what, whether he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame or not, Pasty, Hulkster has opened his new Hogan's Hangout restaurant this weekend in Clearwater, Florida.
Oh boy, another Hogan restaurant. I can't wait.
Yes, the soft open began Sunday, December 27th, just this last weekend, and the establishment is located at 499 Mandalay Avenue. The official website can be found at hoganshangout.com, no spaces there, and features exclusive merchandise and the menu, which, Pasty, I took some time to peruse his menu. Check out some of the offerings he has, which include such items as the Colossal Shrimp Cocktail, Eat Your Veggies, Hogan's Cuban,
that's wrong,
the Nash Villain, New Burger number 2. I did check, there is not a New Burger number 1.
No?
Just to let you know.
Does this burger have feces in it?
Well, there was one item simply called It's a Spicy.
I bet it's spaghetti, huh?
The eatery is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 3 a.m., which is awesome hours, by the way. The website notes that the restaurant is 6,500 square feet, 2 stories, and features 29 televisions with premiere packages.
What you gonna do, brother, when Pasta Mania and Hogan's Hangout run wild on you?
It's a spicy.
Oh, man. He should just stick to opening restaurants and naming meals. That should be.
I'm telling you, this motherfucker knows how to make money if he does nothing else in his life.
I want him to make like Chef Boyardee canned food company.
Remember when he used to do the Chef Boyardee commercials before Mick Foley?
Yep. Oh, I love it.